sweetie. Everything's gonna be okay.
Caleb, can you hear me? What happened?
I'm just saying you're in college. Okay? Damon is a high school dropout. You work part-time at Chandler Enterprises. He works part-time bussing tables.
I used to bus tables too, Jer, and I probably still would if I didn't have the money to do whatever I wanted.
Sure. You're Chandler. You have advantages that most don't. But with those advantages comes responsibility. Big things to live up to. Much bigger than just some guy who might think your money is part of the attraction.
No, Damon is not with me because of my money. Jer, he works his ass off so he can pay for our dates.
Well, that's sweet, really. But you can do better.
Damon is not some random guy, JR. He's Tad's son. Which actually almost makes you two brothers.
I've got enough extra relatives to be worrying about. I'll give you, Tad in Damon's life is the best thing that Damon could have going for him right now. But Damon in your life, don't limit yourself.
Since when do you care about Colby's money?
JR has made it pretty clear I am not quality enough to hang out with his sister.
Oh, has he? Well, I'm just gonna have that little conversation with JR.
No, don't. It's cool.
No, it's not. You know, JR, I don't know, sometimes he lets his last name get the better part of him.
Well, I get it. You know, he loves Colby, just wants what's best for her.
Who says that's not you? Huh? Nobody. Not in my book, and it shouldn't be in yours either. Hey, man, look at everything you've accomplished since you hit Pine Valley. It's a lot. I'm not going to stand by and let anybody run down Damon Martin in front of me, and you shouldn't either. Deal?
All I have to do is just figure out what I want. And then I'm just gonna go for it.
So the murder charges were dropped? You're cleared?
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Well, I'm sorry that David was desperate enough to kill himself, but at least the letters he left prove it was a suicide. Case closed.
Yeah, case closed, all nice and neat and tidy. The only problem is there isn't a chance in hell that David actually killed himself.
Taking your work home, but bringing your home to work?
I'm just storing it here until I find a place to live. I've had more than enough of the clubs.
Are you sure you don't want to stay at Wildwood? Right, okay, that's a bad idea. Too many memories. But when I walked out here, I heard you were saying you were sorry. For what?
Just sorry for everything that's happened.
Is that one of David's letters?
Yeah.
You know, some people don't believe that they're real. That David really wanted to die.
Then you have to help me convince them they are.
I'm glad you guys are here. I was just gonna call the police.
Look, help us get him to the sofa.
Sure. I'm fine.
No, you're not fine. Now, come on. Careful. Oh, over the sofa. Asher, did you see what happened?
I think someone tried to rob him. As soon as I showed up, the guy got scared off.
Here, sit down. What about you? Did you see who hit you?
Nope, I didn't see anything.
Look, you see? Caleb's gonna be fine.
Hey, AJ, takes more than a bump on the head to keep me down, right, buddy?
What if that bad man's still here?
Oh, no. I'm sure he's long gone, sweetie. Come on, let's go upstairs, okay?
Oh. You are gonna have a nasty bump.
I'm okay.
No, you're not okay.
You should go to the hospital. It could be concussion.
Well, at least we have to call the police.
No police.
You have been attacked in your own home.
Hey, if you're sure Mr. Cooney's fine, I think I'm just gonna head off.
Well, you do that. It's Courtland, kid. Courtland.
Yeah. Right.
David died from an overdose of a drug he had access to. He left letters to people he loved.
Except he was definitely not suicidal that night.
I thought you don't remember what happened.
I remember that he was very angry, and he was not hopeless. Definitely not giving up on anything. Not Greenlee, and not life.
Well, maybe he changed after you left.
It just doesn't fit, Bianca.
At least he can't hurt anyone anymore.
Yeah.
You are not going to give this up, are you?
What do you think?
You found the drug that killed David in Ryan's jacket pocket. I found a list of searches on Ryan's phone for death by digitalis. And now all of a sudden suicide notes.
So?
So it doesn't make any sense.
None of this has made any sense. It hasn't made any sense since I ran off that road. But I read the letter that David wrote to me. It was so sad. This man who had so much potential, who loved with such fierce passion, but he had so many demons.
Yeah, okay, I understand all of that, but I'm just trying to be logical here.
I can't explain every detail, but I understand David's state of mind. He wanted to be feared, but I lived with him. He wanted happiness, but he could never have it for very long. He wanted to love and to be loved, but he didn't know how. Our marriage was his last chance, and when he realized that wasn't going to work...
He blackmailed you. He didn't give up.
Until now. He'd already lost so much. He lost his father, Leo, Leora, Babe. All his wives left him. I mean, the only thing he ever had in his life was medicine, and then he lost his license. I was leaving him. I guess it was too much.
He wrote that?
He left letters for me, Marissa, and Amanda. People he wanted to remember him fondly. I hate the thought of it. Even after the blackmail, to imagine him in so much pain. Pain that I helped cause.
Well, if that's true, then Ryan's off the hook.
These letters were a final, loving act from a man who was never very good at showing it when he was alive.
Never thought I'd say this, but poor David. Okay, I better get to Liza's office and sign my plea deal. Somehow Tad convinced her to go easy on me.
I owe you for destroying those papers.
Well, maybe you can run interference with my husband when I try to explain to him that I got arrested for helping you and Ryan.
I promise I'll make it up to you.
I just want this whole thing to be over so I can get back to my life with Zach.
Is JR here?
I am great. Asher, thank you. How are you?
Sorry.
I just don't get ignored too often.
Sure you don't. Just wanted to run something by your brother.
Did I call you here?
No, but I have something I thought you might be interested in.
What's this?
Some research you were looking for.
Where did you get this?
I'm good with computers.
I'm sorry, you've got to go to the hospital.
No, I'm gonna be fine.
How you doing, AJ?
It might take more than a cookie, but we'll be okay, won't we? Yeah. Yes. seeing a doctor isn't such a terrible idea.
I know, that's what I said, but he doesn't want to go to the doctor.
He's so stupid.
I know, he doesn't want to call the police. I don't know. I mean, there's...
I don't know. Hey, you know what, though? We're going to be just fine. Because we're going to watch, like, a super cool movie. You want to watch one of your videos? Yeah? Okay. Don't have to worry, I promise you.
Where are you going?
Get some air.
So, you're doing research for JR.
He's just helping me with a project that I'm working on.
But I thought I was a part of the team.
You are, and you're doing great. Just happens to be on a need-to-know basis.
Well, if I'm going to be spokesperson of the company, shouldn't I know everything that's going on?
All right, Colby, how about you take Damon out for a nice steak dinner?
Are you paying me to go away?
Isn't that what Big Brother's supposed to do? Spoil their little sisters?
I have plenty of my own money.
Come on, a free meal's a free meal.
Asher, would you like to go get Damon with me?
Why not?
Asher. Good job.
Thanks, boss. Anytime.
All right, Kendall, I'm going to make this brief. You cop to misdemeanor theft, and I will drop the obstruction and the tampering evidence charges. You will get time served, you will have a hefty fine, and you will have 250 hours of community service to begin immediately.
250 hours? I can't do that. I'm supposed to meet Zach in New York.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have thought of that before you broke into my car.
You're making this personal.
Am I? Listen, I can certainly put back in the obstruction.
My client is very happy with the deal.
No, I'm not.
Kendall, you would rather spend your time in jail. Trust me, that can be arranged.
I have somewhere I need to be.
Yes, you do. You have to be at Memorial Park at 6:30 a.m. And I would wear something shiny.